successful in the last years. I mean, the brand is quite new because it's been only 5 years we are on the market. But since the beginning, when I presented it in exclusivity at Colette, it's a trendy shop in Paris. We had the chance to have a lot of requests starting from there. And we've been developing that very seriously. The idea is to be very exclusive and small in every country, but to be available a little bit in every country also. So we are today maybe in 45 countries with a very selective distribution. Because it's true, it's not like a Dior or Chanel. It's something that it's very precious. It's a little story. It's nearly handmade, and the fragrances are very high quality in terms of ingredients. And well, that's my philosophy basically about the perfume. When I started the first two around the rose, it was the main ingredient because I liked the softness of the flower, but the rose is also a flower with spines. So I like this contrast that it has. It's not a flower that you would take in any manner. It's something that you take very preciously. It's like in a sort of way, it's like Juliette in a way, because she is very romantic on one side, but she also has a gun. So that's basically the spines that I wanted to do. And then that was for the first two. Then today we have 5 fragrances. And I was a little bit I wanted to change from the rose. And so I did different sides, I used different ingredients for the other ones. I met her in a party. And I noticed that she was wearing one of the fragrances. And I was working on a fragrance which was calling Calamity Jane, Calamity J for Calamity Juliette or Calamity Jane, which is like a character from the Midwest of the US in the beginning of the 19th century. And she was like the first woman to be considered as a cowboy. So there was really, again, something like breaking the rules about femininity. And I think she was the perfect woman to represent that kind of girl, because she's very rock. She has an education. She's the daughter of Jane Birkin and Jacques Doyon, who are he's a famous realizator in France. And I asked her if she wanted to be the model for Calamity J, and she said yes. And it was just as simple as that. Everyday life, movies, books, really what I feel about women and what I feel about what they want to express in general. So if you take the different fragrances that I have, you have Miss Charming, who's this very natural and very romantic woman. Lady Vengeance, who's more the edgy one. Citizen Queen, she's more sophisticated with a fragrance, is a little bit like the perfumery of the 50s, but modernized. And Calamity J, which is a masculine fragrance for women. So they are all 4 very different ones from each other. I'm really passionate about racing cars. Not about cars especially, but about driving them. Not on the road, but on the circuit. So it's something that I do since I am 15 years old. I was a semi-professional at one point, and I didn't go until Formula One, but it's still one of my big hobbies today. And then, of course, parties is a very nice hobby to do, but not more than anybody, I guess. I love New York. I really love New York. I love Paris too. This is my hometown. Today I live in Paris. I have lots of my friends there, so But parties can be everywhere. It can be on a beach, it can be in a city, it can be on the countryside. It really depends on the mood of everybody. Juliette Has a Gun today has become like a little story where basically I give women tools to seduce. So those tools can be fragrances, like which I see like invisible clothes in a way. But why not about clothes? Why not about different accessories? Yes, the whole appearance idea can be developed around this brand, definitely. And this is something that I'm definitely willing to do in the future.